I'm still here. Hey, Jason. Yeah, Jason was impatient and he called me I was just about ready to hit the button. um, I was, I found Moses. I've been talking about Moses, and Forrest said success is an omnipotent guru. Leo Salazar carved Moses. And I says, I have nobody watching, but Jason was here. I guess he has to find the stream again. There's two now. But Forrest Fenn said on Jenny Kyle, success is an omnipotent guru. And oh, that's the wrong book. Where's that book? Where's the right book? Dang it. Somewhere left here. And then Leo Salazar, I think it's page 105 or something like that. Right after things I covet. Yeah, page 105. Leo Salazar was carving Moses, right? And so I decided I'm going to search for Moses and words that are in the poem. And when I search for Moses and Meek, comes up with the Bible verse, Numbers 12, 3. 1, 2, 3. And that's why 23 is, he talks about 23. It's 1, 2, 3. And Numbers 1, 2, 3 says, now the man Moses was very meek above all men which were upon the face of the earth. Moses was meek. And no place for the meek is Moses, because he's halfway up 1,000-foot karst. And he's the blaze. If you find Moses, look down, you're done. You've done it. You found Moses. Come on, Forrest. Forrest won't admit it. Forrest just won't admit it. So I found Moses. That's what the thumbnail. There's his wooden Moses on the right, and the Moses I found halfway up 1,000-foot karst. And he's success is an omnipotent guru. And that's where Moses received the 10 Commandments, Leo said, as he spoke like some kind of omnipotent religious guru. Moses is the meek. And as I gone alone in there, Moses went for 40 years? For 40 years or whatever out in the desert. It's too far to walk. Moses is the blaze. I found Moses. It's over, guys. How you doing, Rockfish? I talked about your stuff to Davio, and Davio don't get it yet. Moses is it. It's done. I'm the elephant that Forrest talks about, and I think I'm the elephant Rockfish was talking about. Someone was wondering why 2 elephants in the thing to Davio. Why 2 elephants? I don't know. There's 2 wise people. I'm the one that found Moses, and I got the Buffalo Cowboy car. Bring on the ants. Where are the ants? Come on, ants. Let me stomp on you. Who's the elephant in the chase? Who are the people stomping on the ants because they can't see the elephant in the room? Yeah. It's Willie Mammoth, not Willie the Poodle. Willie Mammoth was around before Willie the Poodle. Yeah. Who is the elephant in the room? Dear God. So much to say, so much to say. I'm the one that I found Moses. I've completed his mission and found his stories on the canyon walls. And it's not 40 years, it's 40 miles. And where Moses is 1,000 feet below water's high. And where Warm Water's halt is 1,000 feet below the surface. That's water high also. There are two of everything. There's two no places for the meek. There's many blazes. And one of the blazes is the water high. And I looked below the water high. I found the Buffalo Cowboy car. And when I showed Forrest Fenn the video of Forrest Fenn's totem, I have the video of that with the drone. He said, you found it, but there's 40 of them, right? And that clued me in to look for more rock sculptures. And I found a whole trove of them. He left his trove of rock sculptures, his memories out on the... It just kicked me out of my stream. It stopped my stream, and somebody doesn't want me talking. Yeah, there's something bigger than Forrest behind it, right? Because that's what would cut my stream off. This is happening over and over again. Okay, I'm going to take this off because it's steamy in here. Oh, where'd my hair go? That's what I need. I need a wig. Yeah. Woolly mammoth. Yeah, look at my woolly mammoth videos were around before Forrest was talking about elephants and ants. I was woolly mammoth long before he mentioned elephants and ants. He had made the comment about oh, there was an elephant one. Maybe I can find the picture. I have memes on it, with the elephant comments. I've got elephant pictures. I have Ganesh in my window because of the treasure hunt. I knew about the elephants. You're under my trailer, Komansky. Oh, there was a bull snake just went under there. You won't be there long. He's looking for something to eat. A psychiatrist at the elephant. I'm right there in the room. Oh, you gotta make it bigger. I'm right there in the room and no one even acknowledges me. It's the elephant on the shrink's couch. Yeah, and here I've been doing elephant stuff. What's the date on that? Properties. 2017, I was making elephant memes. And the stomping on the elephant and the stomping on it all. Moses is meek in Numbers 1:2-3, 12.3. Numbers 12.3 in the Bible. It tells you that Moses is the meekest person. Who's the meekest link? Moses. Success is an omnipotent guru. And where's Moses? Moses is the meek. I found Moses. It's over, guys. Forrest ain't going to admit it. I don't think it. He's waiting, and the announcement will come after he passes away. Unless he decides that, unless I put on a robe and get my staff and go, free my people, Forrest. Free my searchers. Yeah. Yeah. Free everybody from this, Forrest. It'll be, and then enjoy your last few years. Enjoy your 90s. Make this something that happened in your 80s, Forrest. And just enjoy the end without everybody and without all the distractions and stuff. Send the attention in another direction. What was the Forrest said, I suddenly felt like a crippled ant in an elephant parade. Now that was an older comment he made. And I found the mammoths, and they're not mammoths. Plato's thought they were elephants too, but they weren't elephants, they were mammoths. And these are mammoth sculptures, and some of the mammoths are 300 feet tall. So Moses is the Meek. You got to look at Numbers 12.3. I had it on the webpage. There. Umbilical. and then there's Moses with his staff, right? No, he was working on how many years did it take him to write the poem? You got to include that. It's 15 years or over. Yeah. No place for the meek. Moses is the meek. And I found Moses. So I don't know what other people, AGK just did a thing and she never even brought up that Moses was the meekest. Wink, link. Meek is a key word, and Moses is meek. And when Leo Salazar said, that's where Moses received the 10 Commandments, it was pointing to a place, and the Moses figure was up there. And Moses is standing up there on top of this is a mammoth. That's an elephant. And Moses is standing on the elephant. And all the ants are going, oh, Bill Gorman is nuts. Bill Gorman isn't nuts. Leo Salazar carved this Moses. It's a perfect likeness of this Moses. If you got one in stone, you're trying to make one out of wood, it's going to look something like it. You've only known about the poem for 10? Who? He put the book out 10 years ago. But he was working on it for quite a while before. Look at his story, Vietnam, for me or whatever, was, from the 60s. So he was working on it in the 60s. This is Moses, J.A. Forrest, Moses, Numbers 1, 2, 3. Moses is meek. There you go, J.A. Now Moses was very meek above all the men which were upon the face of the earth. And there's Moses. He called Leo Salazar. He's a success as an omnipotent guru. That's what Forrest said on Jenny Kyle's thing. And this is what he's saying. This is what Leo Salazar said, the first quotes. That's where Moses received the 10 Commandments, Leo said, as he spoke like some kind of omnipotent religious guru. until he got pissed. Until who got pissed? The man with the myth, the legend. And so this is the perfect likeness of this one. And everybody's stomping on the ants while the elephant runs. That's the elephant. Then Moses is standing on top. It's not an elephant, it's a Colombian mammoth. And Moses is standing up there on his head. These are other people here climbing up. See, that's the guy's face back there. This is back the guy's head and his arm. They're climbing up on the elephant. There's a face right here looking up at Moses. And there's his face here. But that's the perfect likeness. This is the perfect likeness of this. This is the original. Leo Salazar carved this to look like this. And that's where Moses received the 10 Commandments. Halfway up 1,000-foot karst. Just like where his airplane crashed in Laos. So there's a hint to Laos. One of the first things I found was a ZPU gun that shot the airplane. And this is the other end of that double blaze. So there's double blaze. See, the ZPU gun is related to halfway up the karst where his F-100 blew up in a fireball that he hoped wouldn't attract unwanted attention. That's a blaze. They mentioned giants in the Moses story, sending scouts ahead so they can the cities of giants like a pachyderm. Yeah, the pachyderms are the giant. The giants are the mammoths. They hunted from the mammoth. Hey, Jason, get your Bible out and look up Numbers 12.3. Jason, get the Bible and look up Numbers 12.3. Moses is the blaze. He's halfway up 1,000-foot karst, and you can only see him at winter solstice, so it's worth the cold. And Moses is carved out of brave wood. I'll show you. Jason just joined in, so I recap here. That no place for the meek. Moses is very meek. Yeah. Jason came down off the other Jason came down off the tower. He's probably going to climb up there and jump off now that he knows that I've found the blaze, which is Moses. It says, what do you want from Bible? I got one handy. Right there, Numbers 12:3, King James Version. Fire and brimstone. And there's Moses. Perfect likeness of Moses, that's where Moses received the 10 Commandments, as he carved this one out of wood. And Forrest Fenn said, success is an omniscient guru. He's called Leo Salazar as some kind of omnipotent religious guru because he knew where Moses received the 10 Commandments. No, you're not, Jason. I found Moses in 2017. I found the Buffalo Cowboy car in 2016. I'm the guru. I'm the guru that figured out Forrest Fenn's poem, and nobody wants to believe it. There's the perfect likeness of Moses. But it's really Thoth. It turns out it's really Thoth because the purple and gold robe matches a scripture in the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. And this is the treble gates, the gateway between the horizons of the east and the west is the Continental Divide. It separates the east and west of the Rockies and is the gateway to the plains. I'm the guru, yeah. I found Moses here, and Forrest knows it. I've got the Buffalo Cowboy car. He gave me the hand of God sign when I brought the Buffalo Cowboy car to Fenn. And I don't know, I had taken pictures of where Moses is, but I didn't see him in the pictures yet at that time. And I found him in my pictures. So it took a Nikon with a 300 millimeter lens to find Moses. And I've been telling Davio we need a rope and some stuff, and we rappel down and we can kiss Moses. And look, you see, here's Moses. This is right after Things I Covet. Things I Covet. And then here's Moses. Moses is the blaze. The water's high. And he's 1,000. Where warm water's halts, Pagosa Hot Springs. Yeah, that's why nobody can get within 200 feet. It's 200 feet as close as you can get, unless you can climb that. It's not, if it's there, it's at the bottom of the cliff. He's up there. Look, found Moses, found the blaze, look down right below Moses. And I've been looking in there. And I don't have to look in there. All I had to do was find Moses. Dorothy, you had it with you all along. You're the guru, you know. Jiminy Cricket, when you wish upon a star, makes no difference who they think you are. All your dreams will come true. See, I got my fan set up because it's warm. Davio says it's going to be raining for next week up there in his search area and stuff. I looked at my weather report. It's sunny, 70s. It's perfect search weather. Except I'm waiting for the phone call. I'm waiting for Forrest. I'm waiting for that bell, that phone to ring at the end of the hallway. My confidence is so extreme. I can't, you know, and everybody, oh no, it's in Yellowstone. And it's like, they are so convinced it's in Yellowstone, yet they found nothing, that they overrule everything I've found. Great weather. Yeah. Colorado, New Mexico border. And New Mexico's 45 miles south of me. But, boom. I made this one. This one's cool. Find a substitute for whom the bell tolls. The phone was ringing all the way at the other end of the house. And you recognize what the outfit I put him in? That's Humphrey Bogart coat and hat from Casablanca. and I'm in Blanca. I'm in Blanca with no casa. I have no casa in Blanca. Yeah. Find a substitute. for whom the bell tolls. Waiting for that bell to ring. I've given Forrest my number. I know he's got my number. It's nice Photoshop, huh? His phone. It's a bell phone. Louis is the beginning of a beautiful. Louis, 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 Louis. It's I've won it. I'm waiting for the award ceremony. Waiting for that phone to ring. I'm waiting for the phone to ring. Going for the lion's share next. Yeah. Sasha thinks it's solved. Candy thinks it's solved. A bunch of people think it's solved. J.A. knows it's solved. J.A. knows I solved it. It is about wisdom and stuff too, but it's about Thoth and as above, so below. That's in the poem, and Thoth was the as above, so below. Thoth traveled in a spaceship to the outer planets, knew how many moons Jupiter and Saturn had because he had traveled in his. Thoth is Ezekiel, and he's also Moses. All these stories, and they find a new person that becomes that special character. And I'm the guru that solved Forrest Fenn's poem because I believed I could do it. That's why I did it, because I believed I could. I truly believed it. Moses is the blaze. I found Moses. I've got the Buffalo Cowboy car in my shed. I found the Forrest Fenn's totem. I found the mammoth with the Clovis point in its ribs. The Clovis point is 6 feet long. It's a 6-foot arrowhead in a mammoth formation right over the ribs. And you see it from the campsite. And his pile of airplanes, the double blazes, the cow udders. You turn the double blazes upside down and they're cow udders. You see, they had my double blazes on my fan. The father lecturing the son thing, that's all over the place. I found dozens of them, dozens and dozens of the Rockwell drawing. That's why Forrest. So I didn't know Rockwell drew that because Fred Flintstone did it 14,000 years ago. What is the Forrest Fenn totem that you found? I have a video. If you search my, go to my homepage of my YouTube, and then you search for my videos, Forrest Fenn's totem. It'll come up, or just totem. It'll come up. And it's really right across the creek from my video that's Forrest Fenn Falls. That was the same video cut in half. I could get the picture of it. I'll show you what the Forrest Fenn's totem is. I'll get the picture up here. What did I spell with a U? How do you spell totem? There. There we go. There it is. Focus. It's Forrest Fenn's totem. See his face right there? Well, I can use a zoom on the screen instead of moving the camera. Look at this. Here's his eyebrow, and here's his nose and his lips. This is his forehead. Here's one eye. The other one's that's Forrest Fenn. And he said Miss Ford has a face like a can opener. Look at that. That's a can opener face on this bigger head here. And here he is with his pie, curled up in the corner here with his pie. Forrest awards the title. He's taking it with him to his grave. The chest is in a trust in his will. His will is hidden in the poem. Quit asking where's the chest if you solved it. That's the Forrest. For it's his. He's holding on to it until he dies, as far as I know. I've solved it. I have to wait for him to pass away to get it. That's why Benjamin Franklin said, 3 may keep a secret if 2 of them are dead. And when I told Forrest that, Forrest poked me in the chest. And you see, here's this guy. Here's his shoulder. Here's his arm coming down. And over here's his hand. And he's holding the tombstone. This is the tombstone over here he's holding. Yeah, and this is the campsite's right on top of him. You got to go, you can walk out. If you go over the top of his head and walk over about 100 feet, you're in the campsite. Yeah. You know, if it's in his will, you can't have it until he's dead. In a will, you say, I grant title to my car, to my granddaughter, you know. He'll probably leave me his Jeep because I can fix that mirror. No, but I think the 35 Plymouth is goes with the box. The bullet, because the Buffalo Cowboy car had the bullet hole in it. The Buffalo Cowboy car in where'd the book go again? Oh, it's still over here. Oh, it's over here on top of my other laptop under the elephant mask. The marbles are rocks. Rock carvings. That's what the marbles represent, rock carvings. They're carved rocks. There. There you go. Oop. Nope. Nope. Page before. There it is. Right there is a bullet hole photoshopped into the cowl of this Model A. The Buffalo Cowboy car I found is a Model A, and it was in the D of the word wood. And it has a 50 caliber hole in it. When he was shot down, I took a 50 cal to the nose. This is the nose of the car. It's subtle hint. It's not the airplane, but it's a 50 cal to the nose. That's the subtle hint. And people just refuse to accept the answers. Yeah, I took it home. I'll take you out there and show you. It's just the cowl. Look at the ceiling. I've been doing cleaning things up out here. Where's my car? Oh, it's over here. But I got this big turnaround here, and it. So I got room here now for visiting campers or RVs. If somebody wanted to come by and visit, I got room. I put the stuff in the barrel to burn, and Jack pulls half of it back out. Can't burn when there's wind like this. And there's some, I've got warning that some people might go, oh, they might report you for burning here. That's the Buffalo Cowboy car right here. That's the 50 cal hole. This is the gas cap. I got this in 2016. 2016, I pulled this out of the D meadow of the word wood. I painted that on there. It needs redone. I'm sure there's something that'll clean all that paint off and just let it rust up again and redo it. But this is the Buffalo Cowboy car. It's the gas tank. The hood would be here. And so this is the hood up here. This is the dash and the gas tank. They didn't have fuel pumps, so they used gravity. The gas would just come out and run down into the carburetor. So, it's the other side. The one in the book, the bullet hole's here. The bullet hole's like right here on the one in the book, because you couldn't see over here in the book. So they just it's a subtle hint that there's still a bullet hole in it, you know. But this is the Buffalo Cowboy car. Da-da-da. Stumped everybody. Who's the fanatic? Lawyers, guns, and money. I already got a lawyer. I should move where he's at in case somebody tries to sue me. Yeah. Yeah. My lawyer is one of the fairest judges I've ever known. Yeah, in Capro's video, he said he wants the finder to bring him the bracelet. I already asked him if he wanted me to bring this Buffalo Cowboy car to him. And it looks like a bracelet, you know. It's arched like the bracelet. But, you know, Moses is the answer too. Moses is the blaze. And he's halfway up 1,000-foot karst. Just put a washer off hanging on the hanging on some flared out metal. Just sitting over the hole, nothing holding it there. and you see, I got to dig out, and I'm going to put that big board there, like that is for the threshold here, and so I can screw this to it and screw that one to it and make this whole thing sturdier, so I can put a door on here. Except if I give Forrest to give up the treasure, I'm not going to kill you for it, Forrest. I'll wait for you to go. But you can give it up earlier, Forrest. And he does say that Moses up there, where Moses is where he received the 10 Commandments. And from there, it's down and across the Red Sea. This is the Red Sea to Mount Sinai. And this is where I live. I live at the base of Mount Sinai. And the next street right over here is Gardner Road. And the one after that is FF. The FF Road. It's crazy. It's like, why are all these answers right in front of me? You block, you look stoned. You look stoned? Yeah, I just went and refilled my jar. Just refilled my jar. Put it up there and get better light on this thing. Put the sky in it, it darkens everything. I just had a prenature reticulation. Premature retractulation, huh? Well, retracting some of what you said before or something. Moses is the key, or the meek is a key word, and Moses is the meekest according to the Bible. Numbers 12.3, 12 verse 3. It tells about Moses being meek. And the meek shall inherit the earth. The meek shall inherit the treasure, and they don't inherit until somebody passes away. That's how it works. And people are, well, show me the treasure if you solved it. That Forrest has that set. He made the rules. He determined everything that this comes out when they read his the end of his life. The end of his life when they read his epitaph or whatever. I wish I could have lived to hide the treasures I'm attributed to. Yeah, real good. It's 62, it's better. I'm 62. But it's 77 degrees here. And my batteries on my sensor on the roof just went out. So it's not telling me the outside temperature, but I got the windows open, so it's the same inside, outside. So Moses is the blaze. Moses is halfway up 1,000-foot karst. He said his success is an omnipotent guru. Leo Salazar is the only one he called the omnipotent religious guru. Yeah, it's great weather. Oh, the whole week is supposed to be good. Do I have the weather report up here? There it is. Except there's high winds, and so there's fire warnings and all that. See, this is the week here. Sunny, mostly clear. Lows in the four. I don't have to run my heaters anymore. I'll show you something else I got, man. My trash bag in the. I'm cleaning house. It's a long-term project. Look, this is. Let me turn the camera around so I can see what I'm doing. That's my oxygen for sleeping. That's my sleep. That's my CPAP. This big old. I could launch a space shuttle with that oxygen. Yeah, that's. So I had my first night sleeping with the oxygen last night. I woke up feeling better. And I got the line run up. And then it comes around and goes in my bedroom window there. And they make me put up signs. R2D2? No, R2D2's up here. He's up there. There's R2. No weed in there? What are you talking? What do you mean no weed in there? See, I've putting away some of the stuff that was in there. I'm going to move that wind generator soon. There's my rock pile. You see the elephant? Anybody see the elephant? It's right next to the crystal skull. And this is a 35 million year old redwood, petrified redwood right here. Oh. Turn around. Turn around. Yeah. Yeah, I did that R2D2 before I started my treasure hunt. And so the Forrest would be with me. Oh, the oxygen, no, the oxygen ain't. R2's up on the front. He said that's a month. Those 3 tanks should last me a month. And then they'll bring me out new ones. So now I'm going to put new batteries in my pulse oximeter and set it up on my Bluetooth and monitor my oxygen while I'm sleeping using that to see if it's effective. I'm not going. No weed. What are you saying? No weed? You got a problem with where'd it go? What'd you do with my weed? Jay, what'd you do with my weed? Mr. Street? I have plenty of weeds. And the 4,000 watt generator I was gonna get, when I got the money, they were out of stock. So I got a 5,000 watt generator that has 240 volts and will run everything in the RV. So the RV generator is 5,000, but it doesn't work. So I'm gonna have this one, and all I gotta do is plug it in and yeah, these are nugs. That was 1.5 filled the jar. Yes, one. You're allowed you're allowed to have 2 ounces in Colorado. You can only buy 1 ounce at a time, but you're allowed to have 2. Pink. And if you're growing it, you're allowed to have whatever you've grown. But yeah, and that's transporting it. You're allowed to have 2, but you can only buy 1 at a time. Yeah, it's a nice little jar of weed. Quanah Parker medicinal. We should get the peace pipe out, shouldn't we? That'll last a month. Yeah, that lasted you quite a while. Yeah, the last one. I don't roll big old doobies and smoke 10 of them an hour like some people do. I roll a big old doobie, it'd take me all day to smoke it. Mother Nature's dandruff. There it is. It's already got some in it. Yeah. Oh, I meant to grab the lighter. There we go. Yeah. See, peace pipe I got from a chief. I got it from an Abenaki chief, and my ancestors were known in the Spencer Tracy played my 5th great granduncle in the movie Northwest Passage. It's Northwest Passage because Robert Rogers wrote the instructions. My 5th great granduncle wrote the instructions that Lewis and Clark used to get to the Pacific Ocean, to get to the Shining Mountains, and they had to carry their boats over the mountain. That's a carry, not a tarry. Yeah, you ain't seen my peace pipe before? I had to move my camera further away so I can. It's got the air is coming through the antler instead of through the. I'm gonna have to rig up some type of little bead on the end that you can. Cary Grant. Cary Grant was his first movie was Peggy. Rock Hudson, find a good-looking rock. Where's the air leaking? Maybe there. It's not drawn. It's got. I got to clean it. Yeah, he was in the closet. Rocks in the closet. You got any rocks in your closet? And my tea's ready. 1 second. T. Yeah, my tea is green and yellow and red. Cinnamon, mint, and chamomile. This is a kind of a flexible stick. I've got this thing sitting on, so trying to get it aligned. Dogo's up here still. There's the F-100. They're flying together. I need some hot tea because my throat's getting kind of rough. It kills any germs. The hunt. Yep, Moses is the blaze. Moses is the meek. I found Moses. Forrest Fenn knows that's well known. He's not going to admit it. You know, it's a struggle. I'm struggling, you know, especially with the people that think they know everything and they don't know a fucking thing. You know, this guy, he draws a line at the Colorado border, Dobie, and nothing in Colorado. And when it turns out, I had thought of that. I had thought, I thought, no, you didn't think of shit, Toby. Tubby, I mean. Tubby. Yeah, he's Tubby. T-U-B-Y. Yeah. And I called my Senator Gardner's office, complained about the VA not processing orders that my doctor puts in. And then I get a call waking me up from my doctor acting as if I was complaining about her. I know she's doing her job. The VA's not doing that. I was trying to tell her. I said, I was complaining about the VA. I wasn't complaining about you, you know? And then the VA said, well, you didn't get anything from her. And then they go after her. And I'm like, you know, I'm afraid to call my doctor because she chews me out every time I call the VA and I say, I ain't got my prescriptions. Why ain't they getting refilled? Oh, and it's a big pain in the ass. I try to explain something to the doctor and she shuts me down. She won't even let me explain anything. I say one word and I'm cut off. Yeah, that could be the next shows. A little Teletubby. Tubby, T-U-B-Y. Teletubbies. A Teletubbies kiss. They should go with their just go with their COVID-19 and give up on Forrest Fenn's treasure. I figured it out, and he thought I didn't know shit. That disqualifies him to be a Forrest Fenn aficionado. Expand the hand. Oh, we're going to build a wall on the border and keep Toby out of Colorado. Looks like a face facing where the Warm Waters halt. What the Oregon California border? The Oregon California border is a straight line. I used to live in Klamath Falls. And I'd get orders to service TVs up in Northern California and Shasta, weed. They grow a lot of weed in Weed, California. I know that. Yeah. What gets better gas mileage? A 6.4 liter Hemi or 6.4 liter Cummins? I can't stand diesel exhaust. The Hemi might. I know the Corvette, you can get an engine that when you're just cruising down the highway, that shifts to running on 4 cylinders instead of 8. And those new Corvettes can get 30, 35 miles to a gallon cruising. But if you put it in another mode and step on it, you get the power. Yeah, I want a green metal flake or a green gold flake with gold leaf flame job, double flame job. He said 2 stripes, two blazes, and and then I put in big letters on the blaze in gold leaf, and then spray over the top of it clear lacquer with gold metal flake in it. That'll be neat. And I'm not going to sell the treasure. I won't have to sell the treasure, and I can still get practically anything I want. And still own it. But when I got this car I got, and I was trying to buy this. It was I think it was a 3500 Chevy pickup, big tire, 4-wheel drive, big tires, and it had the 8.6 liter freaking engine in it, man. And I pulled a scrap metal truck out of a ditch with, it was one of big trucks with it, and he was stuck, and I pulled him out of there with that thing. It's people I knew. But the dealer called me up and they said, we couldn't get you financing for the truck. Because I was going to use that. I was going to get a 5th wheel and put a 5th wheel on it. So that changed my plan. We get you this little Chevy Sonic. And that's okay. Well, I'll just get a Class A and pull the Sonic behind the Class A. And his motor, the parking brake doesn't work on this RV. I shouldn't be taking it places. And the generator doesn't work. The water heater's not working. It's got so many problems. I've got another water heater and I got to swap the guts out on them. 838, 318. I don't like Dodges. I'm not. I'm a Chevy guy. I'm a Chevy man. I like Chevys. I had a 68 convertible Camaro. My first car was an Impala wagon. and it would do 150 miles an hour. Excuse me 1 minute here. Wish I had a mute on here. Yes, yeah. Sinus problems still. My sinuses aren't finished healing from surgery a month and a half ago. Diesel or torque? For torque, yeah. Yeah, I just never liked diesels. I built a 327 Chevy engine I built, and we put it in a rail car, and it turned 8 seconds with no blower. It did 8-second quarter mile with no blower with an engine I built. It had 2 Holley 650 double pumpers on it, cross ram from a 67 Z28. I like the multi-valve, the Hemi Chevys. They don't call them Hemis, but they're quads. And I think the like the Corvette Camaro, you can get it's a 32 valve, and like they had the North Star 32 valve. And when you got four valves a cylinder, it's a Hemi. My car has a quad 4 in it. It's a Hemi 4-cylinder. It had 160 horsepower, and it's 1.8 liter. It's 160 horsepower. It was as much horsepower as my old Chevy Impala. You got to use 5.3 liter Silverado for cheap. Yeah, if you know anybody like 78 or so, I have a grill for a Chevy truck, and I seen one coming down the highway at me going into town yesterday. I seen a Chevy truck, and it didn't have a grill. Now, I got one of them laying around. Give it to you. The treasure chest's been found. Shelly did her video about No Place for the Meek just the other day. She didn't include Moses in it. Numbers 12.3, Moses is the meekest man on earth. No place for the meek. No place for Moses halfway up 1,000-foot karst. Ding, bing, bing, bing. The bells are ringing. Here we go. I just sent Forrest some of my newer cartoons stuff, and I'll send him on. I got some blankets, and I'll make it like a robe, and I'll find a stick out here for my staff. And I said, Forrest, free my searchers. See the crack? Oh, this one? Yeah. The Liberty Bell. The Liberty Bell. Benjamin Franklin is a substitute for George Washington, and Benjamin Franklin said 3 may keep a secret if 2 of them are dead. When I told Forrest Fenn that, he jabs me in the chest. Are you threatening me? Are you threatening me? And I said, no, Forrest. I just think there's a third party, meaning 3 know the secret. Only one of them's dead. And so if I tell them 3 may keep a secret if 2 of them are dead, and I know where Moses is, and I got the Buffalo Cowboy car, then I'm a threat because I can't have the treasure until he's dead. But I'm not going to do anything to make him dead. It just wait for that to naturally happen. He's 89. It isn't going to, I don't think it's going to be anytime soon. But you're going to be 94. Just let it go. let it go, and then everybody will be bugging me instead of you. uh, yeah. Yeah, I got this at the. I had a layover at the Philadelphia airport, and that's where I got this. DC, Philadelphia to San Francisco. I saw the Northern Lights from on that flight. But yeah, I'll let y'all go. I discussed what I want. Otherwise, I'm just going to ramble and not talk much about Forrest. Everything important I discussed in this conversation about what is no place for the meek, and it's Numbers 12.3 in the Bible that Moses is the meekest link. He's the meekest man on earth. And I found Moses. And where'd Moses go? He went in the desert alone for 40 years. It's 40 miles. It's too far to walk. Okay. I'm going to let you go. Y'all have a good day. See ya.